Yo, what's good, YouTube? Boy Loco, back on the Grail account, Bean. So, here's what's up. If you want to see more of an in-depth video on what you should do, could do, want to do, all that good stuff, go to episode 1, watch that. It's a longer episode. This one's going to be shorter. It's going to be to the point, and I'm just going to go over everything cool on the account. I'm not going to go over a lot of the small details. Like, you know all the familiars. You've seen them all. So I'm not going to go over that. He's got them all. He's got them all. But let's go ahead and jump into what's public. You guys can all do that if you want yourself. But here's what's up. 118 castle stars. Awesome gear, which we'll get into a little bit later. And you see that pretty little 11K. And we'll hop right into that right off the bat. We'll do the stars afterwards, but let's hop into this because you're all wanting to see the heroes. So he's got all three 11Ks. Boom, there's Shifter. Boom, Weaver. And boom, Magistrate. So yeah, that's all the goodies. That's all the 11Ks. And obviously it has all the important ones that you want from the rally leads. You got the army attack ones. So the only ones he doesn't have, let's go down here and check them out. Boom, he's very close. He'll have that this Friday. 6 more, as long as we win. Bada bing, bada boom, he'll have that gold. Grim is about 107 away. Master Cook is about 90 away. Prince of Thieves, not a huge fan of it. I think I mentioned that in JP's video, but yeah, he is 45 away on that. Dream Witch, I do like 30 away. Really close on that. Really close on that. That's a good one to have. I don't think he's even going to work. I don't think he's worried about Pegasus. I mean, I think he can still buy it. They could have bought that if he wanted it, but he obviously doesn't. And then the new guy, he's probably slow rolling that like everyone else. Well, most everyone else. All right, so like I said, he had 118 stars. Let's jump into those real quick, just to show you what he's got and doesn't have. He has all the important ones. He has this one already, 4 stars. That's the brand new one. I mean, he doesn't have any stars in. Oh, he does have. I thought there was. What was the one? Where's the one I was thinking of? Oh, he does have. He has 5 stars into the playground. He has actually quite a lot of stars here. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This one is one of the expensive ones. This one's more important, in my opinion. This one is nice because it weakens the HP by 3%. Overall, the defense. You know how defense is. It helps. It's not great. So this one's a nice one to have, but it's so expensive. I mean, it's just as expensive as this one, but in the end, in the grand scheme of things, I think this one's a lot more important. So we're missing 1 star on this one as well, which is a really good one. Another expensive one to do, but he has 35 scroll stars right now, so it's gonna be a while until he gets it. Let's see what ones he's missing. I'm guessing it's all these defensive ones. This one's nice to have for looks if you wanted to spend $100 on it, but to put stars in it, it's just not worth. And then, I mean, all these defense ones. Pooh. Glad he's waiting to those on the last. Makes a lot of sense. I already went over that in JP's. Like I said, you want to see all that? Go there. Look at the bags. 65 billion food, 29 billion stone, 24 billion wood, 23.3 billion ore, 23 billion gold. Crazy. My bags look nothing like that. 62.5 million troops. And here's the comp. 2.5 million each, basically. T5. 4.5-ish T4, except for Cav's a little low. We go through Cav so much that, I mean, obviously that's no surprise. And a little bit lower, not low, lower than the other ones. It still has 4.2 million T4 Cav, so it's not low. And then 14, 12, and 14.5 of each T4. That's a real solid comp. I'd say it's probably about average for a 2 billion plus. This is what the comp's usually going to look like around this. Some people have more T2 and a little bit less T2 or T4. Some people won't quite take as much T5s, but he's someone who probably might want to get pushed for Baron or something in the future. So always good to have that there for sure. All right. So, I mean, we can go through and do all the training stuff like last time, but I think I'm going to skip that this time. I'll just show you. I'll show you real quick. I don't even know. This one's a training. Might as well show you real quick. Yeah. So he doesn't even have. Oh, there it is. Okay. And he doesn't have any manners. So he's got 4 manners. 4 manners. So it's going to be a little bit lower. So we're looking at 405% with 4 manners. So obviously you can bring that up a shit ton if he goes ahead and full manners it out. But for now, we will go mixed talents. That way we can get into the gear situation. We'll do blast stats first. But I'm going to do that in a second. Let me just kind of go over this real quick, just in case you want to see it. That's what he has on his station, his wall, or whatever. That's what the familiars he uses. Some people make the mistake of putting some of the T5s and stuff on their wall. This is the set that I use as well, familiar-wise, on the wall. Not going to go too much detail into that. We already went over the heroes. We go over the buildings real quick. He is a food hyper, obviously, and he is food positive if I'm in, Cav or champ chest. So that is that. Let's go over. I keep hitting wrong things in these guys' accounts. Let's just go over the jewels. He has been working pretty hard on these new jewels. I'm not even working on these at all. I think I mentioned those in JP's account as well. He's got 1 gold Cav range there. He's got 1 gold Inv Cav. These are probably extras. I'll go over his gear sets in a minute. But here is what all the extra jewels are looking like. For sure, extras. You've seen these. We got those bad boys when we open the chests. Yeah, these are all the extras. And here's all what he's working with as far as sigils go right now. We'll go over his gear in a second on what he has there. So let's go over the stats now. Screw it. We'll go over the bags later, the consumables later. Because I know you guys are all here for this, right? You guys want to see the stats. So let's go ahead and do the blast stats first. So Inf, and we'll see if he's jeweled for Inf. Yep. All right. So here is Inf stats. Actually, let me go put a furry on real quick. Furry. Just need to find someone to scout. I'm sure you won't mind. and I'll recall. So now that we are Fury, let's see what you're rocking inf wise. So inf, he is sitting at 935%, or 939% rather. And that is jeweled. You can see he is jeweled for inf in this set. Alright, so now let's go Cav. And switch to Cav gear. And Cav. Everything's Cav. I think I'm going to go over the sigils in the mixed sets. So I'll do that in a second. I won't forget this time, I promise. So I did switch this already. So here is his Cav stats. Cav stats are 895.7%, which is awesome to have almost 900% Cav stats. Awesome stats, man. For sure. I am nowhere near that. I mean, I'm not super far away, like I explained in JP's account. My account is not super far from this account or that account or anything, but all the other stats is where it's at, which I didn't show you. So let me show you those real quick. So we're looking at 291%, or no, 342% Cav HP in Cav, in this Cav Blast, and then 353, 388.8, and 646 on the army stats. That's where you're really gonna shine with the champ gear. I mean, it's just amazing. Let me show inf one more time, just so I can show those other stats that I didn't show. Again, it's 939, but the HP is 403%, and then you're looking at 304 army, 372 defense, and 595.8 HP. Okay, very good. And now we'll just pop into range. Let me make sure he is jeweled. I don't know if he wants me to rejewel. I'm gonna rejewel it. Give me 1 second. Okay, only a second for you, a few minutes for me. I went ahead and he gave me the okay to use the gems to rejewel and stuff. So I took the gold. He usually keeps the gold one jeweled just for range. He doesn't have to swap, every time, because it gets really expensive to do it all the friggin' time, especially since we don't use ranged rallies too much unless we're like almost zeroing a target. So this is what it's gonna be like maxed. Like this is maxed HP for him, or range for him. Like I said, he did have the worm or the gold cup and the ring in there, just because it gets so expensive and we don't use it. So here's what it would be with maxed everything, okay? And then I'll show you what it is when he hits, or like what he uses regularly. Okay, so 854. Did I switch this? I did not switch this. It seemed a little low for a second there. So let's do this one more time. 901.5% ranged. Sexy numbers. I mean, that's just numbers you want to see, man. So his ranged, oops, jeez, where am I at? Ranged HP is 319%. Army attack is 325, defense is 427, and HP is 634, or 31 rather, 0.5. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and switch everything back to what it was and show you what he has when he uses it. But like I said, it's not super important because we don't start off with range rallies usually ever, once in a blue moon. And if he's starting off, if we find a Cav target that's too thick to solo down like we usually do, he'll probably rejewel that to have these stats that you just seen right now. But we do it so often, or we don't do it enough to where he warrants having it always in there. So let me switch back to what he usually uses, and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, only a second for you again. A few minutes for me. This is what he had when first came in. I swapped the blessing back to where it was. I have the gold cup back in there and the ring back in there. And here's what his stats like when he doesn't have to rejewel. 866.1. Still great. Still great. 292 HP ranged and 325, 448.3 and 652.5. So, yes, please. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna check on a rally. Okay, I know it's only been a second for you, but I'm back. I might have lost my train of thought a little bit. We had a rally up, didn't hit, so I didn't record in between there. So, all right. Now, let me do the mix stats for you guys here real quick, because this is where you guys, this is where this is where the shines. This is where this type of account shines, right here, right now. So first off, let me do the sigils real quick, just so I don't forget them. All right, he's got the blue Tigris Dusk sigil, which is those stats there. I don't have any of these. That's why I forgot them in JP's account. I don't have sigils and these kind of wonder sigils in my account. I'm just not that type of lead. I am a PvP lead. And this is just a Wolfpack one. Then we got, there's those stats. Okay. Wolfpack. I'll show you it real quick. This is purple. And blue. And purple. And purple. Okay. So there's that real quick, just so we get that out of the way. For the 9, this is the 974 set that he's working with here, and I'm in the mixed stats or talents. So let me make sure I'm recording. I am recording. Here is his 974 stats right here. Okay. 687.45, 583.45, 486.45. That's the mixed blasty kind of stats. Here are his HPs: 291, 277, 281. And then here are his army attack. 381. Army defense is 356. And army HP is a whopping 721. See, that's what I'm saying. That's where this account shines. Now let me pop into, I think he has a 947, yeah, 947 set. All right, what's different? All right, so the helm, was that the only thing? I just want to make sure that I'm not missing something. Helm was the only thing, right? Or was it the offhand or the main hand too? Okay. So the main hand, and I just want to show you the sigils. That's why I'm going back and forth. So here's the sigils in the edge. And here is the sigils in the helm. Okay. And here is what his 947 stats look like. Okay. 604.45, 470.45, 644.45. Okay. And then the HP is 291, 277, 281. And then here is army attack is 381. Defense is 356.05. Army HP is 742.8. So yes, very, very awesome stats. And one hell of a beastly account. I'm going to go through these real quick just to show you the other gear he uses. I showed you the training. Here's the T5. You've seen the 947. You've seen his speed gear when I just popped in just now. Merge gear. I mean, this is all the same stuff. You've seen all this. And you've seen this. So bada bing, bada boom, awesomeness. I will run through this real quick just so if you want to pause it somewhere, you can pause it. Okay, here's what his cabinet looks like. If you want to pause it and look at something, feel free. Okay, amazing gear, amazing account. I feel privileged being on it. So Vergeway is looking like this. All right, next Vergeway. And I'm not going to go through all these. I went through all these on JP's account. So you want to see that more in depth, go into that. All right. So that's that. I guess I'm going to go through the bags real quick just because you guys get, you guys just want to know. You guys get a little bit in depth in this. So here's what the bags look like. You can pause it if you want to see exacts. Bunch of random relocators. Right. Nice, decent amount of energy. Low on the 2Ks, but everything else, I mean, it's healthy. It's healthy energy. Migration scrolls is 185 scrolls. I'll go 173 license to kill. Never gonna run out of that. 17 caps. That's awesome. Lunite, this is what it looks like. He's a little low right now. And actually, he's not low at all. So, never mind. Yeah. Definitely not even close to being low. Definitely not even close. 376 technical claims. What I wanted to get into was, since I seen the license to kill, it kind of brought up, I wanted to show you this to alter. He's got 171 days right now, and then he has all those license to kills. He's never going to run out of alter, okay? He's got enough alter for forever. You guys seen the stars when I got him earlier, 500k. Don't have to go into that. So, that being said, let's go into some more of the bags. Resources you've seen. Here's the speed ups. You want to pause it, feel free. Lots of, I mean, really healthy amount of speed ups. Mine don't look anything like that. I run through speed ups so fast. Here's his boots. Almost 8,000 25s, 1,035 50s, 282 of the meteors, and 653s of the regular 75s. Research for days and weeks and months and years and probably decades. There's another rally, so I'm probably going to pause it again in a second. 75-25 carpets and 8 50% carpets. And training for days. I mean, the training speeds for days as well. Never gonna, I mean, I can't say never gonna run out, but he's good for a while. Let me go through these real quick just before I hit up that rally. Because if it's an important one, I'll record it and post it with this. Just for giggles. If it's not, I can just end the video and not have to worry about it. So if you want to pause it in any of these, go ahead. And you've seen the chest earlier on the thing that we did earlier, the chest opening. I don't think I forgot anything. I honestly don't. I think I pretty much did everything I need, and I left it at 23 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's like half the time. So, not as much in depth. Like I said, if you want to see more in depth, then go to JP's account. And I'm sure you can pause it here and there to see specific things, because I've went over everything in this account everywhere else. So I'm not sure if I missed something. If I did, I'm sorry. I mean, I can go over. I don't even know what I don't think I missed anything, to be honest. I'm just kind of clicking everything. That way, if you want to pause it somewhere, you can. But pretty sure I'm good to go. So this is, again, MyBeanBags. Awesome account. One of our really good rally leads. Definitely a wonder lead. Definitely strong as hell. And thank him for letting us privileged to log into this and show you guys this, okay? So that's it for right now. And there might be a little bit of a rally bonus on the end here, depending, okay? If not, see you guys in the next episode. Peace.